Hello and welcome to Draw My English Grammar. In this new Grammar Corner lesson, we are going to talk about what seem to be the most basic and simple structures, but also the most important. We use present tenses for everyday life situations.
What we have just seen is an example of present simple. How do we use it correctly? The present tense is the base form of the verb, but the third person, she, he, or it, adds an s. If the verb ends in ch, ss, sh, o, or x, add es to the verb, like teaches, passes, pushes, goes, fixes. If the verb ends in y, we change it for an I and we add es. For example, fly, flies.
For the negative and interrogative forms, we use the auxiliary verb do or don't. In the third person singular, we use does or doesn't.
We use the present simple to talk about habits and routines. In this type of sentences, we can use frequency adverbs such as often, always, usually, sometimes, never. We use the present simple to talk about something that is true in this moment or a universal truth. We use the present simple to talk about something that is fixed in the future, like timetables and schedules.
While we use the present simple for things that are constant in time or general facts, we use the present continuous, which is formed from the present tense of the verb to be and the ing form of a verb, for things happening at the moment of speaking, something which we think is temporary, showing that something is developing, something that happens repeatedly, such as annoying behavior using always, arrangements in the near future.
Now we're moving to present perfect simple and continuous. The present perfect is formed from the present tense of the verb have, third person has, and the past participle of a verb, and the present perfect continuous is formed with have or has, been, and the ing form of the verb. We use present perfect simple for an action that happened at some unspecified time in the past.
We use present perfect continuous for actions that have been happening recently and repeatedly. Let's see some examples.
In the first example, the speaker has argued with her mother a specific amount of times.
In the second one, it has happened repeatedly in a recent period of time.
We use present perfect simple for an action that happened in the past and is already finished.
We use present perfect continuous for something that started in the past and continues up to the present.
Let's see some examples. In the first example, the speaker has already finished reading it.
But in the second one, the action is still in progress.
We can use yet and already with present perfect simple sentences.
We also use present perfect continuous for an action that started in the past and lasted for some time, and the result of the action is visible in the present. If we want to specify how long the action has been in progress, we can use for and since with present perfect continuous.
However, the sentence I've been knowing Eva for years is grammatically incorrect. The correct one is I've known Eva for years.
To understand the reason why we use the present perfect simple, you need to learn about state and dynamic verbs first.
State verbs describe abstract ideas like emotion, care, like, hate, possession, belong, own, thought, agree, believe, and others like depend, need, matter, cost.
They cannot be used in continuous tenses. As know is an state verb, we say I've known Eva for years instead of I've been knowing Eva for years. Dynamic verbs describe actions and can be used in simple or continuous tenses.
Some verbs can be state or dynamic depending on the meaning.
And that's all for today's grammar lesson. We hope you find it useful.
Thanks for watching. Bye!